Hello, hello. It is Sarah Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here for this moon in Leo, sun in Scorpio. So Leo and Scorpio are of a similar energy. They're of a similar modality. However, they are not the same element. So Leo is fire, Scorpio is water. And so that they're both fixed, meaning they're stagnant, they're stubborn, they can be kind of hard to work with, hard to deal with. And not only do we have the sun in Scorpio, but we also have a couple of other planets in Scorpio as well. So we have a lot of weighted Scorpio energy. However, we do have Saturn now direct. And what that means is there may be a little uplift in the energy. However, it's going to be about taking responsibility. Saturn is restriction, it's responsibility, it's karma. And so it's kind of like, what have you learned since June 17th, I believe was when Saturn went retrograde? What have you learned? What's been reviewed, not only since June 17th, but even since March 7th, when Saturn first changed signs. It's now in Pisces. Pisces is all about duality and spirituality. And so now that we have this moon in Leo having conversations with the planets that are in Scorpio, you may feel like things can move forward and you can be creative. You may have some inspiration. There may still be some bumps in the road. And so what I think I will say, and what I want to convey as we move forward, is there's going to be times when we have energy that's easy to work with, that's going to allow us to move forward, that's going to allow us to have great ideas and great inspiration. And then there's going to be murky, mucky slowdowns where we have to really dig in. Because what happens when you get an inspiring idea? You run with it, right? You're so excited, you're so pumped up, you want to run with it. And then you start to present it to people around you and they're like, oh, that's a stupid idea. That's dumb. Why would you want to do that? What the heck? What? Okay, so that shit's going to happen, right? That's always going to be the case, right? People aren't always going to agree with what we're doing. However, you have to feel into what your soul's mission, your soul's responsibility is in this life moving forward. I think I've said it before. We're not meant to be here to suffer and to do what everyone tells us to do. We're really meant to be here to be creative, to heal our wounds so that we can enjoy this life and to be in this life fully. And we do have the Magician upright. I love this. This is, of course, Geordie LaForge, chief engineer from Star Trek Next Gen. And, think about how creative he had to be. I often think of the episode where, and I don't remember which episode it was, forgive me, but there was an episode of Next Gen where Geordie was sent on an away mission and the Enterprise used his visor as a way of seeing what was going on the planet. And Picard on the bridge of the Enterprise was like, Mr. LaForge, what is that? And Geordie starts laughing like, that's Commander Riker, right? So Geordie had to learn to interpret how his visor perceived the world and then be able to relay that to Picard or to anyone else who had questions, who didn't understand how he saw the world. And I think that's the beauty of LaForge being on the Magician card in this deck, is that we see the world, all of us sees the world in a unique way. And we all then move forward in this world and take action in this world in the way that we see it in our unique way. So think about that as we move through. Leo is about creativity. Water can be about creativity. I do think, though, this is going to be kind of sticky, that's the word, energy, because we will have conversations between the sun and the moon while it's in Leo. And with all of that weighted energy in Scorpio, in that fixed water sign, I think that there may be some stickiness, right? Again, it's people who don't understand our perspective or don't understand our vision or don't understand how we perceive the world. And it's okay that we all have different perspectives. Gosh, I just talked about that on my Instagram live, was that each of us has our own way of living day-to-day life and our own way of going about this life, and that it's completely okay. So take that with you as we move through this moon in Leo, November 4th through the 6th. And the Magician, just remember, Geordie LaForge sees the world very differently through his visor than the rest of us do. And so this doesn't have to be about physical vision. This can be about your vision board, your mission, how you want to move forward in this life. So thank you so much for tuning in. You can check the links below for all of the things. Of course, always check the links below on these videos for when I get those sun and rising signs up for the new and the full moons, which will be coming soon. And so thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Bye.